I've got a concoction that I'm making, people. I just thought of it. It just came to mind. I know I felt like drinking something hot, but I was thinking something that's citrusy, that's kind of like a spiced hot drink. So I will tell you what I have inside, but before I do, I would like to welcome you guys back to this channel. I want to encourage your support, and I believe that you will find some positive benefit to either the vibe in this channel or my vibe. Yeah, so what I have here, fresh oranges, anise, star anise, I don't know why I say anise, leftover pineapples, maple syrup that I poured inside that you can't see, and of course cloves, kind of spinning around. Oh, and cinnamon. You can't see the cinnamon, but it's there. I'm gonna taste it now. It needs some more maple syrup, but really what I would like and would be ideal is if I had some, and I grated ginger. So here's the maple syrup. I'm going to put some more maple syrup. I could probably put some honey. Maybe I'll put a little bit of honey. I have like a hair or something. But yeah, guys, there's so many different, you know what I'm gonna do? Put a little tip of apple cider vinegar. So when I was in Toronto about a week ago, well, a week and a half ago, I guess, yeah, I got this apple cider vinegar. So I'm just gonna pour a little bit because it needs like a little bit of like shock it kind of a stuff, you know? So when you taste it, it feels like, oh gosh, there's something inside. Not in a bad way, not in an alcoholic type way, of course. Not, you know, not as if you're taking alcohol. Of course, I don't endorse that. That is not good for your system. Do not kid yourself, people. Yes, but this is the kind of thing that a little bit of this is going to be good for your soul. Yeah, it's going to do the body well. I'm wondering, maybe. This is my own recipe, by the way. I feel like it needs some honey. Okay, I'm going to use up the last of this wildflower honey. I think it's going to need all of this or more of this. All or more, isn't that something? All or more. What does all or more mean to you guys? Sometimes, you know, there's a saying, not sometimes, there is this saying. Years ago it wasn't, but less is more, kind of this mindset. So let's start again. So basically, I am going to cook this up. And so I've pretty much squeezed the orange rinds out. And I'm going to, just remember I have a lemon. I'll put lemon inside. I actually could put turmeric, but I don't want to like turmeric everything up, you know, like, all right. This would be the case of where less is more, you know, of a situation when I don't put, guess what? Drop it like it's hot. Squeeze some more. Squeeze. So I like that tart. So I probably could have actually not put the apple cider vinegar and just do the lemons. Drop it like it's hot. See? So I'm gonna taste again. Hopefully it's a nice taste. I want some more sweet, you guys. I do have a okay, better, honey. That's good. Ooh. It actually has, this honey has a nice taste. Oh, I love it. Mmm. From Goshen. Oh, and it's raw honey, you guys. Ooh. Guys, I'm putting the spoon back because I'm the only one that's going to taste this. So. Let's kind of slightly cover, lower the temperature down. And yeah, you're going to watch it cook. Put this bottle in. Yeah, guys. How is your Wednesday going? That's what I would like to know. I'd like to know, how is it going? Are you being intentional? Are you making inroads with things that you have planned? And how are you dealing with obstacles and things that just kind of presented themselves? Things you didn't plan for or plan on, you know? How do you cope with that? How do you cope with scenarios and situations where you're the innocent party, you're the innocent one, and you know, you're going about the day and you're just minding your own business, you know? You're minding your business and you're like, you're doing you, and somebody else kind of crosses over into your space, meaning into your circumference, you know, and strikes up a conversation, right? They strike up because you're so bubbly, and so you're so nice, and you're emitting things that make people interested. They make people interested. And you're saying not that you're planning to be fancy, and so you're just being you, who you are, and somebody comes into your path, and they get excited, and they find you interested, right? And they don't know what to do but to just continue on the path where they're lured, they're drawn in. But then after they're drawn in, it's like they come to a standstill because, like, now what they, in other words, you're too much for them to handle. In other words, that's what I'd like to say. You know, I'd like to say they're weaklings. That's exactly what I'm going to say. They're weaklings. They're not strong to deal with the power that you personally have. That's the way I'd like to look at it. And so they have to run. They have to fall by the wayside because they thought they could handle your power. They thought they could handle the things that your spirit was personally emitting, doing of yours is just a natural process of really who you are as a person. And because they're trying to figure out that, and they're trying to understand who you are as a person, and rather than just kind of sticking around and trying to navigate, how do they deal and manage and cope with this new territory that they just found themselves in or just got themselves into? What they'll do is they'll fall by the wayside. And they have to fall by the wayside because they're not strong enough to deal with you, you know? They're not strong enough to deal with, and I'm not just saying the physical person, right? They're not strong enough to deal with your presence. And when I say the presence is the thing that they're drawn to, it's what our Creator has bestowed upon us, and it's what our Creator has bestowed in us. And so they're not equipped. So people that come our paths, they're not equipped to deal with our presence. They don't know what to do. They're overwhelmed. And it's not like you're trying to do anything. You know, you're just being your usual self, and you're just being who you normally are, right? And you know, and then basically, you know, they encounter your presence, right? And what do we deal with this woman? Like, how do we handle her? How do we handle what she has to say? How do we handle her persona? We've never seen anyone like this. We've never encountered anyone like this. You're so interested that they're curious, that they're drawn in. Something pulls them into your domain, into your territory. But then when they come into your territory, it's like they jump around and they don't know how to cope. And so they jump around. Guess what? They jump right out. They have to. They have no choice. You're not kicking them out or anything like that. But they just have to leave. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it was set up. You didn't do anything wrong, right? They may not have done anything wrong either. Maybe that's all they knew, and that's what they know. And they're just playing life, and you're just doing life. You're not playing life, you're doing life. They're playing life. That's a difference. It's a big difference. Yeah. So let's start this conversation today. I'd love to hear about what you have to say. I want to end this here. I want to let my tea brew of sorts, and then I want you to watch me drink it, right? And then we can continue this conversation. It'll be a part 2. How about that? And I'm just inspired to do so. Blessings. Thank you. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. The feedback is what I hear. I need to hear, guys, okay? Please.